Hey, did you guys know certain foods can help you or hurt you? Let's talk about it today. We will be discussing food sensitivities. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Chiro Corner. So today I want to discuss with you guys about what food sensitivities are. Now here's the thing, when you look at different types of nutrition papers and you're trying to figure out what's healthy for you and what's not healthy for you, what you'll be surprised to find is things that are considered really healthy are healthy for a large majority of people. But the unfortunate thing about this is sometimes people fall through the cracks. And you see this a lot with different types of allergies and different types of sensitivities. And by sensitivity, what we're really talking about is not a full-blown allergy, but something that really negatively affects our body when you consume it. The problem with food sensitivities is really finding out what it is that might be affecting you. Now, here in the office, we find that all sorts of foods can really affect people. There's a big gluten craze going on right now, and there is something to say about that. A lot of times when people eat too much of gluten, or even just a little bit, certain reactions occur. I've also seen this with dairies, I've seen this with sugars, things like that. But what's interesting is certain types of foods for one person might be totally fine for another type of person. Or, to get even crazier, I've seen one type of brand of a specific type of food totally affect somebody when they have something completely different, like a different type of brand, but the same food, and they're totally fine. Now, why is this? What I really believe, and what it looks like to be the evidence of it, is when a food manufacturer produces something, they need to have a patent on it. And so there's their own little chemical formula. And most likely the sensitivity to a certain brand would be that type of chemical formula compared to something different. In general, it's good to have, or it's best practices to eat as naturally as possible. But even things that could be very natural and healthy for you might affect you. I've seen fish oils be really bad for people, and I've seen flaxseed oils be bad for people, and vice versa. You know, like one thing might be good for an individual, and it might not be good for another person. Now, how can you tell? Well, you want to look at how your body is reacting, or how it is. Now, with food sensitivities, it could be something like headaches, it could be breaking out into like rashes. It could also be like a cloudy mind, or I've even seen things where it's like low back pain, or neck pain, or muscle aches act up. Now, there's very complicated patterns for the reasons for this, and I don't know if I'll be getting into that today or not, but just know that they do exist. So what you should do is you should eat different foods and then see how you feel afterwards. Also, certain types of chiropractors do special testing to find out if certain foods are good for you or not good for you. And typically this can be done through muscle testing. This could also be done through lab work or things like that. But I highly suggest figuring out what's your body's medicine and what's like a poison for your body, because this way you could really optimize your diet best suited for you. Now, the sad thing is, and it's pretty unfortunate, that there isn't a cookie cutter thing for anybody. Everybody's very specific, and sometimes you might develop a sensitivity over time, or after a little bit you might start to feel better. So the best thing to do is just be on top of it. And if you're on top of it, then you could always modify things and change things, but always keep in mind how your body feels, because this is very important. I hope that cleared up sensitivity issues in regards to food. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach me. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Chiro Corner, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.